What's up, guys? It's your boy Laxatex, and welcome to the IPA Minials League Season 7, Week 4. 4? Week 5, sorry. I am retarded. Yeah, I'm absolutely retarded. I'm ill, so it makes everything a bit worse. We're up against the Pittsburgh Celesteelas, coached by Alice, and I feel like the biggest thing to note about Alice's team is how terrifying it is. His team consists of Mega Charizard X, Tapu Koko, Mega Charizard X, Celebi, Xurkitree, Silvally, Mantine, Doublade, Licky, Piloswine, and Durant. So obviously, at first glance, your thought must be, oh shit, he's got a terrifying team. Sorry about the cut, by the way, but yeah. But that's because he has got a really terrifying team. And I'm going to really struggle to deal with it defensively because Koko Lucha is obviously tried and tested. Everyone knows it's scary. You can't go wrong with it. And then Tapu Koko is obviously a great offensive threat against the team. Xurkitree plus electric terrain is actually something I'm quite scared about. The Silvally can be any type, Parting Shot, Defog. I was trying to count for all of these things, and it's really quite difficult against this team. Really, it's really difficult against this team. Durant is also quite hard to switch into. So I feel like if I can answer the electric terrain spam, then I think I'm okay, because obviously Charizard X gets Thunder Punch, so I can't bring something like Primarina with Charizard X, because obviously with the electric terrain boosted Thunder Punch, it can kill my Primarina with relative ease. So I need new ways to take that on, which is kind of what I have here with Jabba the Fluff. This is my Mega Terraria set. This is the first thing I wanted to bring because I knew how much of a great defensive answer it is to Charizard X and Lucha. With max HP, max defense bold nature, no, 124 defense bold nature, 24 special attack EVs, and 112 special defense EVs. Now, obviously, funky spread for a bulky ult, but let me just explain it. With max HP, and this much defense, I live a +2 acrobatics from an adamant Lucha after rocks, and obviously I can hyper voice it for its sub. I live a +3 Mega Charizard X's Flare Blitz. I think after rocks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And if he's Iron Tail, then that's not terrible, because then he's missing out on either Roost. Obviously, if he's Iron Tail Charizard, that's something to keep in mind of, but if he's Iron Tail Charizard, then he's missing out on Roost, Dragon Claw, or obviously then he's missing out on Roost or a coverage move, which is quite good, which is quite big for me. But yeah, the special defense EVs means that like a choice spec step, I'm pretty sure it's for a modest expert about Tapu Koko can't IQ me after rocks, so I can check that maybe if I'm at full. Can't quite remember now. But also, Xurkitree can't do a huge amount of damage to me unless it has Dazzling Gleam. At which point, if it has Dazzling Gleam, then my actual answer to it can take it on incredibly well, even at +3. So yeah, I'm not that scared of Z Hypnosis Xurkitree. I'm more scared of I'm not sure if Z Electric Terrain increases speed, but that's the kind of thing I'm expecting if it does, because the problem with Z Hypnosis is that under Electric Terrain you can't sleep anything. So if you run Z Hypnosis under Electric Terrain, then he's not going to get the sleep on something, which means that setting up a Tail Blow is going to be really hard for him. But yeah, basically, Hyper Voice is there because Special Stab, it means I can hit the Holucha through the sub, and it's always going to knock him out after a substitute. And even if he's like a stupid max Spread set, which is obviously great damage, it does a really good chunk to Mega Charizard X. The Mega Charizard X doesn't Dragon Dance, so I'm not too scared of it either. So that's fine by me. If he doesn't Mega Evolve initially and goes for the Dragon Dance, that could be a concern, although I'm not sure why he'd do that. Because actually it could make sense. But if he does that, then I can just switch into my I can play around that quite easily, because he'd still be an electric type. He'd still have the I can easily force a Mega Evolution with a bit of counterplay. So I'm not that scared of it, just like staying in regular form and just clicking Dragon Dance. I don't feel like that would work that well against my team if I play really intelligently. But yeah. Anyway, playing for a Roost Heal Bell, yeah, you know. Heal Bell is there because he's got Wisp, Charizard X, School Burn from Mantine, potential T-Wave Celebi, Paralysis from Thunderbolt, Body Slam from Licky. The amount of status on his team is remarkable. So I want to be able to deal with that. So that's what I try and do here with that, but and it just supports my team really well. And then next of all, I've got my Wall Breaker plus Wind Condition. This is Poisonium Z Salazzle with 16 HP, 4 defense, 252 special attack modest, 236 speed, 16 HP with the 4 defense. There's nothing special about it. It just means that I have as much HP. It's just the rest of the EVs, but make sure that I have odd number of HP, an odd number of HP, so that I don't get broken down by the, this, what do you call it? So that I don't get broken down by the stealth rocks easier. So I can take 4. I'm pretty sure I can take 4 hits rather than 3 just from stealth rocks. That's quite good. I have sub nasty plot because this is a really great breaker against this team. Plus 2 Z Sludge Wave can kill Mantine, can kill Licky, can kill Charizard X, kills pretty much everything on his team. And then the things that I don't click Sludge Wave against, which is Pillar Swine and Durant and Blade, they don't like Flamethrower. I mean, even at +2, Pillar Swine doesn't like +2 Modest Flamethrower. Modest Sludge Wave can OHKO things like Licky. This is my main way of breaking Licky, which can be concerning. However, if I get a substitute up on a Licky's Protects, then I'm not that concerned about it because I can just get to +4. Probably I can try and get up to +4 and then debate the Protect. If I can debate the Protect, I can get to +4 on that thing, which is fine. This is checked by his offense. This specifically, this is checked. I should also edit the speed actually, because I need to speed the Durant. I'll do that in a second. But this is still checked by his Mega Charizard X, his Tapu Koko, his potential Scar Circuitry and Lucha. However, on the substitute, I can never hit from those things. Obviously, it's not checked by Zardex actually. This thing beats Zardex 1v1, unless. No, this thing beats Zardex if Zardex tries to set up on it. What am I saying? So yeah, I'm just real quick gonna edit the EVs for this. I literally just realized that it's good that I do these sort of like preps, because I swear to God, I do most of my stuff for on these preps. I don't lose out that much on offensive capability. I still do a ton with the Z Sludge Wave. It just means I need a little bit of chip and I need a little bit of chip on the Licky if I want to break it with this. So yeah, this is definitely a win condition or a breaker. I'm gonna say more of a breaker so that this thing can win against him. This is Scarf Funny Tea again. Look at that. Remember when I was like, Scarf Funny Tea isn't great. It's just life looks better. And then I'm running it every week like a retard. The reason for this is because I want to outspeed Tapu Koko with Sludge Wave, because then I can knock it out in one hit and outspeed Durant. Outspeed his entire team. Really I can outspeed Durant if he's not like max speed. Neither then, Durant can't do that much to me if he's Scarf, and I can check it quite nicely, so I'm not that scared of Scarf Durant with this thing on my team. This thing can check Lucha really well. It checks the Koko Lucha core to get in by itself, which is quite nice. Because if I Sludge Wave the Koko, it's dead, and it's not going to do a huge amount back to me. Dazzling Gleam from a Life Orb does not kill me, and Sludge Wave can kill a just straight up offensive Koko. He's got a bit of bulk, then it's a roll, but that's obviously an incredible option. He does a lot of damage to Celebi. Unless he's max careful, it's always 2 KO'd after rocks. And then Volt Switch and Thunderbolt just, Volt Switching around those seems nice. And then Focus Blast, because it just destroys his ground type, which is Pillar Swine. There's a lot of damage to Licky, and there's a lot of damage to Charizard X. I don't need any other coverage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Especially under Electric Terrain, I put in so much work with this thing in the late game. If I can weaken the Pillar Swine, if I can kill the Pillar Swine or weaken the Celebi, this thing can just snap his team. Tapu Koko is mostly 2-hit KO'd by Thunderbolt after the Electric Terrain up. Charizard X is 2-hit KO'd by Thunderbolt with Electric Terrain up. Depend if it's a defensive set. If it's a defensive set, I'm not that scared of it though. Keep that in mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it for things to take it. Licky cannot stomach these hits under Electric Terrain, so I kind of want to use his own Electric Terrain against him. This also outspeeds +1 Circuitry if I'm really scared of it. However, I have great defensive answers to the Circuitry. So, yeah. And as you can see, he's only got 1 reliable Rocket and Pillar Swine, which I really think is going to bring against my team because it checks Salazzle, Carrier decently well, Krognall. Actually, no, it doesn't check Krognall. because Cryogonal can actually beat it 1v1 if it doesn't have Toxic. And I really didn't want Rocks up this game. If Rocks were up this game, I was going to suffer a lot. I needed my Rocks up, and I needed his gone. So I decided to bring my Soul Cryogonal, again, returning from week 2 with Freeze Strike, Default, Flash Cannon, Recover, 40 HP, Max Special Attack, 260 Speed, Timid, which is enough to outspeed the Charizard X. And yeah, with Rocks up, I 2-hit killed the Charizard X with Freeze Strike, fun fact. But basically, this is my hazard setter, because he has 2 rockers in Celebi and Piloswine, which I can come in on, I can threaten out, I can defog. The reason I have defog is because if he wants to bring the blade to spin block me, then he can't. And I can just reset rocks and fill it with my Palossand, which I'm bringing, by the way. And then Flash Cannon is there so that I can take the 1v1 against Piloswine, because I can recover off its damage pretty comfortably, and then Flash Cannon it down. And aside from that, there isn't a crazy amount else this Pokemon. His only real Freeze Strike resist is... His only 2 real Freeze Strike resist. Durant takes, like, loads after Stealth Rock. Is Piloswine into Blade. Blade, I want to get the defog of and switch right out of. I mean, if he's pursued to Blade, that's a problem, but I'm not that scared of the Blade if he's not. And... yeah. Durant, because the Blade gets worn down. That's why I'm not scared of it. It gets really worn down, and to be honest, it can't really SD up in crazy amount. Especially if I knock it off with my Tangrowth, which is actually another Pokemon I'm bringing. So, yeah. This is great. This means I can just keep the rocks off the field. And if he's and Celebi has to click Psyshock against me, which I live 1, unless he's offensive, modest, I think. And I can Freeze Dry him down, which means that he can't deal with the pressure that the spinner puts on his hazard setters. He can't deal with the pressure that the spinner puts on his hazard setters. He has to play around it differently, and keeping the rocks off the field for me is huge. When I have Salazzle and Thunderous Tea, I was thinking about going like Rock Day over this Pokemon, because Crimson Storm Shot is really good at removing the terrain. But if Koko is around, then I think he can just reset the terrain. I'm not sure on that. And also, he's got things like Blade, which can check it. I can take this if he's fighting up pretty well. Lycanroc is checked by Holucha under terrain because of the defense boost, unless I'm like SG'd up. And it still doesn't take that much. So I can't really clean up late game unless I kill the Koko before the Holucha comes in. Which is obviously a very unlikely scenario. I mean, I could bring against him in the future if he's in playoffs. That's something I could potentially consider, but I didn't feel like it was the most reliable thing in this matchup as a whole. But anyway, if you look at my team, I've got very, very threatened by Tapu Koko still. I mean, this is a checked Tapu Koko, nothing more. So I really wanted the defensive Pokemon, which could take on the Tapu Koko quite nicely. So I chose Leslie, Tangrowth, the Soul Blast Tangrowth, making his return. Actually, the guy I named after. I can't remember who I named after. I think I named it after the lead first. Okay, I named it Leslie because of the first league I ever drafted Tangrowth in. He was like, name it after my high uncle called Leslie, and I was like, sure. That name stuck with me ever since. But I've got Giga Drain, Earthquake, Knockoff, Hidden Power Electric, with enough special attack. I mean, with 248 HP, 20 special attack, 240 special defense. Careful, I mean sassy. And with this special defense, I live a +3 modest Xurkitree's Hidden Power Ice off the Stealth Rock, and I can do a huge amount of damage with Giga Drain or Earthquake. Giga Drain, Stab, knockoff items, really good against the Celebi, putting pressure on that, really good at knocking off the Holucha. But the main thing with Holucha is that I have the Hidden Power Electric for it. And the Hidden Power Electric is really great when the electric terrain is up on Holucha, because it does 60%. I'm going to click it again, because I don't want him setting up Soul Zones, basically. I mean, if he's a reset, then obviously he can reset off, but if I know he's a reset, I can switch out. But if he's in, and I'm at full, I can potentially live the Acrobatics, and then I can hit Power Electric him and weaken him massively. So yeah, that's sort of my game plan of that. It still does a lot for Durant, so I'm not too worried about that thing. If I can knock off its item, that's really good. And if it's Z, then it's a concern, but I have offense, which can check it now quite comfortably, so I'm not too scared about that either. And then my last Pokemon, I really need the ground type to block the Volt Switch, and I needed Stealth Rocks because they're really good against this team of Mega Charizard X, and this can also check Mega Charizard X. I've got Vevelsberg returning from last week, Palossand with Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Shore Up with just Max, because it lets me take a Flare Blitz a lot of the time after Stealth Rock if he's adamant, and if he's jolly, I can take it reasonably well. This is sort of a check to it. This is my Volt Switch blocker, my switch into the ground. So this can also check the Holucha. Holucha can't beat this unless it's Roost. If it's Roost, then we have a problem, but I can just shore up against them most of the time. And I have the water compaction because there's no other great abilities on Palisana really. I mean, you want to run water compaction or the sand veil. He hasn't got a sand setter, so there's no reason to run sand veil. And water compaction is decent if he has. I just like did it really weird. Like I don't know. Water compaction is great unless he has like a water movement like a Licky, but I can just get up rocks on pretty much everything. Earth Power Shadow Ball, great coverage against his team, just in general as well. Checks. So this can check the cat type Koko, because type Koko can't do a Komi unless he's Life Orb, or has Grass Knot. So if he's like a more physical type Koko, then I can just wall it straight out. So that's quite nice. And then yeah, this can check the Durant. I mean, if he has Crunch, that's the only problem. But if he goes with the Crunch, I can switch hard. Thunderous force him out. So yeah, Scarf Durant is checked by this anyway, because oh my god, I am like ill. Sorry, I'm quite ill. So if I'm making any weird like gassy noises, it's illness, by the way. I hope my adoring fans enjoyed the fact that I just said that. But yeah, that is pretty much Palisang. Get up rocks. I mean, you can't immediately switch into anything but Mantine. If you get Mantine, I'm going hard Groganol because fuck Mantine. I mean, yeah. I don't imagine a scenario, because Palisand is a ground type. I don't imagine a scenario where I'd want to stay in the water just with a water compaction boost. So I'm not that concerned about that coming into play. But yeah, pretty much that is my team. Let's run through it again. Defensive Zardex switching thingy, Wall Breaker poison thingy, Scarf check the electric terrain stuff thingy, Rapid Spin block the stealth rock up getting up thingy, Tangrove switching to the electric attack thingy, Palisand check a bunch of shit thingy. So yeah, that's pretty much my team. I will get into the battle. I think I'm going to battle them after dinner, so you'll see the battle stage in your screens just about now. Bye. Okay guys, we are here with the battle, and his team is looking super weak to Thunderous. He has no Pillar Swine, which means Thunderbolt spam once I weaken the Charizard is gonna be sort of my way to winning. I actually feel like leading with Thunderous, because if he leads Licky, I'm gonna click Focus Blast on that regardless. If he leads the Blade, I can just attack that. If he leads Tapu Koko Sludge Wave, this thing I'm probably gonna Volt Switch out in my. This thing I'm probably gonna Volt Switch out but everything else I can straight up attack and be absolutely fine with. So I'm going to lead Thunderous here. My matchup's amazing, as he actually goes Tapu Koko, which is a free Sludge Wave for me. Straight up. I'm going to wait. Hold up, yeah. I'm pretty sure I just Sludge Wave here. Let me just double check. I mean, what do I lose even if he's like Scarf Hidden Power Ice, dude? I lose nothing. Hold up, has Matt sent me a message? Link when you're in. Okay, I'm just going to link this to Matt. Hold up. Hold the clip. I think he wants to narrate this for like his IPA narrations that he does. Yeah, but I'm going to wait until he's in, and pretty confidently I'm just going to Sludge Wave this. What do I lose? What's he probably going to go into here? I don't think there's that much you can go into, and I can get off the Sludge Wave here. He's in a bad spot, and I'm in a great position, because this can just Oko the Tapu Koko unless he's bulky. If I am sure, hold up, let me just show you all the calc before I go into the rabbit hole. I don't want like Matt to get this. I don't want to like hold up Matt. Let me see. Tapu Koko. Yeah, look, knocks him out. So yeah, pretty much just Sludge Wave here. As he goes into Little Licky, he's going to take 22%. Let me calc sets. Let me just calc this damage from the Sludge Wave as 22%. 248. Calm. 252. So that is looking like defense special, very, very, very defensive thing. Licky, I think his best player is the Toxic, so I might go ult. Because ult, I can pressure this out with ult. I might go Vevil's Bug, get on my rocks, and then just heal Bellum later. I think that could be a pretty decent play. Definitely, if I'm against this though with Thunderous, my best play is to just click Focus Blast because I 2KO it. So yeah, this chip is quite nice. I'm just gonna go this thing. He goes for the knockoff, knocks off my leftovers. I'm just gonna get my rocks here. You might want to stay in. You might fear the Tok. You might fear something. But I want to get out my rocks. This thing isn't crucial to the development of this game, so I'm fine with just getting up rocks. If he wants to switch out, then he can switch out. Well, if I was him, I'd probably... I don't know if I'd stay in. There isn't that much you can do if I can stay in, because I can shore up against him. It would just be needless time. So I might consider going hard into something. I mean, if he goes hard lucha, I'm not in a bad position. What would he go into here? Maybe the Celebi? I mean, he could stay in, just see what I want to do, but I'm getting maybe protect just to get some leftovers. But I'm clicking rocks, whether he likes it or not. Also, how much does Thunderous actually do to this thing under electric terrain? This could be important damage. Is this under electric terrain? Why is it not loading up my electric terrain damage? Oh yeah, I'm not grounded. Oh, I'm so silly. I'm not grounded. He goes Celebi. This is his rocker, so I'm gonna go to Blade. I'm gonna go Cryogonal, sorry. For free. Just straight Cryogonal. I think it's fine. To Blade, I'm not especially terrified. I could go Tangrowth, but I want Tangrowth alive with Koko. I completely forgot that's not how Thunderbolt works, but regardless, that's fine. To be honest, that's not a huge problem, because Thunder still exerts pressure against his team. I still do 40% to Koko with Thunderbolt. Yeah, with rocks up, he doesn't have a remover. Unless it's default Koko, actually, he doesn't remove hazards at all, if I'm correct. Let me just... Yeah, he just doesn't remove hazards. So, oh shit, sorry, I put my mic there. So those rocks up are actually kind of up to stay. If I can... Do I really want to default them then? He goes into Koko on my Cryogonal. This is fine. He's gonna Volt Switch or U-turn here. Like, he's not clicking anything else but Volt Switch or U-turn, so I might take this as an opportunity to go into probably Thunderous, actually. Since I don't want to go into Tangrowth, since he's not... I don't think Wild Charge is the play. I don't think anything is the play but going for the Volt Switch or the U-turn here. Because obviously I'm forced out, because I don't want this to be a physical set or something. So I feel like going into my Thunderous is a fine play. If he goes to Blade, I can probably just put Thunderbolt against that. If he goes Thunderous, if he goes Charizard, I can probably just click Sludge Wave against that, to be honest. I might just make a Charizard X take from my Sludge Wave. Like, playing Super... Yeah, I can probably Sludge Wave him, and it would do a KO off the rocks. If he just press the he reveals to me the defog. That's fine. To be honest, I kind of feel like going for the Focus Blast here. Trying to catch the Licky Licky. But at the same time, because he doesn't have a ground type, Volt Switching out is okay. But what I Volt Switch out onto, to be honest? I kind of feel like going straight for the Focus Blast, because I don't think he's going to stay in here. I think staying in here would be a very bad play. I mean, I could go for the Sludge Wave again, just click it, because it might potentially force the Wish off of the Licky Licky. What would be the play here? Because if you Focus Blast and he stays in, tries to make an aggressive play on a potential couple, then that could be really nice, getting rid of this Koko. Because when this Koko is dead, then Lucha doesn't do anything this game, which is obviously ideal. But if he doesn't make the Licky Licky play, which is very possible, because he could just expect the Volt Switch and stay in. That is a very potential play, and just get the slow U-turn or something. That is also a play, so I think I might just Sludge Wave again. As he just goes into it again, that's fine. I kind of want to fish for the poison, but I feel like the Wish is super guaranteed. I'm just gonna go into Devilsburg and Shore up here, like, for free, because I know he's gonna try and Wish. I know he's gonna try and Wish up. I also know that he's gonna clear any rocks he sets, because he's forced to. So I'm kind of liberal in how I play with my Cryogonal, which means that I can use it to put some damage into something if I really need to. I made the Sludge Wave play because I kind of expected him to make the aggressive play, but knowing for the fact that if he... Like, I could be taking Scarf the whole time. Like, that could be something in his mind, although I'm not. Like, is there any other play I could make? I mean, I think his player is the Wish, back up, or to protect. I think he's either going to Wish or protect here, if he has those moves. So I might go into my Altaria, just get the Mega Evolution off, because that gives me a bunch of, like, freedom against the Charizard. and yeah, I mean, I'm not threatened by the I'm not very scared of the blade. Like, that is obviously his only answer to a DDL on his team, so flamethrowing that would be kind of nice. Because I kind of want to go Vevelsberg and Shore Up though, because I do get the Shore Up for free as he just goes for the Wish. Definitely going to protect here, but I'm shoring up. Do I have to shore up? No, I don't really have to shore up. I could pivot out here into my Salazzle. Does Salazzle get broken down by them? Does Salazzle substitute break Licky's knockoff? Standard knockoff. No, it doesn't actually. So I could go into my Salazzle here on the protect. Although he might not protect, he might stay in and attack me. Because he can't really take advantage of anything by going into like Koko, because I just force him out. This is the benefit of Salazzle. He can't take advantage of Salazzle, but I can take advantage of. He can't take advantage of Alessandro, I mean, which is obviously a huge advantage. Because I could go Salazzle and just click sub and see if he has the Earthquake. I mean, that's a play. I'm expecting the Protect here or something along, or just another knockoff maybe. But I don't really want to risk that when Altaria is also quite safe, but at the same time I don't want my turret getting paralyzed. I don't think he's going to Body Slam here. I think Body Slam would be an instinct play. What would I do if that was him? I don't think I'd stay in. I mean, I could try some weird flex play. So I might click Shadow Ball here, since I think he's either going to protect. I don't think he's going to attack me. I think he's either going to protect or switch into something which can maybe put some damage into me. Like, his only like take advantage play in quotation marks is going Charizard, which Salazzle does kind of threaten out. But I think going into ult and using this Pokemon as an opportunity to get up my Mega Evolution could be quite nice. So that's what I'm going to do. Is he just goes for the knockoff? That is okay with me, because I'm just going to Mega Evolve here and probably just Hyper Voice. I'd be very concerned. I mean, I could Mega Evolve here and just go for the Flamethrower, because I'd be very concerned right now if I was a... I'd be very concerned right now if I was my opponent, because Dragon Dance Heal Bell beats this thing, like, every single turn, and if he has some kind of phasing move, now would be a good time to reveal it. I don't feel like Licky can do that much to me. I mean, if he's Gunk Shot, that's a concern. Does this thing get Gunk Shot? I don't actually know if this Pokemon gets Gunk Shot. I don't feel like he'd have it though. I don't think like he could afford the move slot. He goes Charizard, just on my Mega, that's fine. I'm gonna switch out here. Probably, do I go Hard Thunderous? Because he's not gonna attack me, right? Do I just go Hard Thunderous? Or do I, because I definitely think the Dragon Dance is coming here just in regular form. Do I force the Mega by going Hard Thunderous? I think his best player is the Dragon Dance. I think the only reason he's coming in here with Charizard is to get off the Dragon Dance, or to pivot back out into something to deal with me, possibly the Blade. However, I feel like the Dragon Dance is kind of obvious. He actually goes into Licky. I'm going to click Focus Blast. Hopefully I can land 2 of these. Hopefully, if I get 1 Sped F drop, I can force this thing down. Actually, no. I'm not going to Focus Blast. That's a terrible play, because he can knock me off. So I'm just going to switch into ult again. Yep. The same ult follows. I'm gonna switch into Salazzle right now. Because if he goes Charizard, I can just click. He hasn't got a great switch in to me if I just go hard Salazzle right now. And a Z poison move is really free. I mean, actually, no, a substitute is free at that point in time. So I'm gonna do that. And if he goes for the knockoff, if he goes for the Earthquake here, he is a god. I don't think he will. If anything, I feel like his set is knockoff, Wish, Protect, Heal Bell. Or knockoff, Wish, Protect, Earthquake. I mean, I don't know if he'd be Earthquake. I think his tendency would be that he checks Salazzle. I mean, it depends how scared he is of Nasty Pot Salazzle. With this team, I wouldn't be terrified of it. He just goes Koko. Good play on his part. Definitely going to go for the momentum move this time. So I'm going to go Thunderous again, and just click, and then click Focus Blast probably. His play here is either Volt Switch or U-turn. I'm going to go into my Thunderous again, straight up. because if he attacks me, he can't do that much to me apart from Gleam, like a Life Orb Gleam, and we've seen that he's not choiced. So, Thunderous Varian, Tap Koko, Special Z move. Yeah, like he can't do a huge amount to me. I mean, he can do about 50%. He has to Twinkie Tackle here if he wants to have a chance of knocking me out, which could be a good play on his part if he has the Z move. But I don't feel like he might want to expect it. He goes Charizard. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna Focus Blast this because he can't. Do I Focus Blast this? Because I think Focus Blast could be a play here. Because I don't want this thing setting up. At the same time, this does force the Mega Evolution because I'm gonna Volt Switch. Okay, cool. So we force a Mega Evolution, we Volt Switch out into Altaria. He goes to the Fire Punch. He does burn us. I'm going to Heal Bell this off. Revealing that he's Fire Punch means that he's not actually that strong. I'm just going to Heal Bell off the burn at this point in time. If he goes for the Iron Tail now, I'm pretty sure I have a chance to live it. So he reveals the Fire Punch. I'm quite glad that I just did that, like that I Volt Switched out, keeping my Thunderous alive. My Thunderous is crucial in this game, absolutely crucial. If I can get some damage off on this thing's already at 64%. I think his player is to Roost. Do I Roost or Heal? Do I Roost into Heal Bell? Yeah, I Roost into Heal Bell, 100%. Because otherwise, if he goes like... If he goes to Blade and I click Heal Bell, then I'm in a bad position. He actually goes into the Celebi. I'm just going to go Cryogonal on the Celebi. Am I? Or do I go Tangrowth? Tangrowth can't do especially a huge amount to this thing, so I'm going to go Cryogonal on the Celebi. He gets up the rocks, so I'm going to defog away the rocks here. Like, extremely free. He goes for the Thunder Wave, doesn't do that much to me, and I can just Heal Bell this off with ult. Probably right now, although I kind of want to double into Salazzle, but I'm scared he might go for the Psyshock or the U-turn. So I'm going to switch into ult here, probably, because I can defog away. I can... is ult the play? Because I kind of feel like going into Thunderous could be a play as well, but I'm scared. I'm kind of expecting the Psyshock here. So I could just Freeze Dry. Because if he goes to Blade and I'm in with ult and I Heal Bell, then that's obviously not the greatest. But I feel like so he just goes to the rocks again. I'm gonna go at Freeze Dry off, do about half. He's not gonna do a huge amount to me. He can't kill me, and I can Heal Bell him up and then defog later. So I'm just gonna Freeze Dry again. I can just defog on the Licky on a free turn, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. And we keep this thing paralyzed for now. He goes into the Blade onto a Freeze Dry, does a decent chunk. If he pursues me, that's not the end of the world. I'm going to go Tangrowth and knock this off. Because I don't care this much about the status. I kind of expected a Thunder Wave Celebi, so I'm not crazily fussed about the status. I'm going to go Tangrowth hard on this thing, just knock him off. Because a knockoff is super free. If I knock off this thing's item, I can knock off any item. Or I could click Earthquake actually first. That could be a play, because Earthquake would hit the Charizard coming in. Since that's his only luck, that is his likely switch in. Charizard. He goes for the Soul Stance. A little bit of pickle. Don't think this cleans. Do I just knock him off? Let me just run some calcs here. So how much HP is my Thunderous at? My Thunderous should be about approximately full. Let's just run some calcs here. Blade. This could be the end of the game right now, actually. I didn't think he Sword Stance there. He just goes for the Claw, does about 36%. I'm going to pivot out here. I could... How much does he do to Salazzle at +2? Did I click move? No. Okay. Dazzled, does have a chance to kill me. A full. He doesn't kill ult though. He doesn't kill ult. Knocking out this thing's Altaria, Eviolite, Altaria, Mega. Drop the Fluff, Flamethrower, no Eviolite. How much is he taking? He's taking enough. So this thing can't sweep me. Because at +2, Celesteelas does nothing. I Flamethrower him, knock him out. The only concern is I might have to make a sack here. I mean, I could sack my Paralyzed Cryogonal. That means rocks stay up, and that's a problem there. I could sack Palisand here. I could sack Alisand because no Altaria is not this thing out. Because I know I can go into Altaria and not this thing out, no problems. Alisand is quite nice as a pivot. But in the regards of me winning this game with Thunderous, I have damage on Charizard. I do need more. Rocks would really help that. Celesteelas is kind of necessary. Cryogonal, I kind of need to get the defog off. Thunderous is obviously pivotal, so is Altaria. I'm going to go Palisand, just sack this off. He goes for another Source Dance, actually. +3. +4. He still doesn't knock me out, so I'm going to Shadow Ball this. He has to kill me, and then he has to knock out my Altaria, which he can't. Obviously, the damage on Altaria sucks dick, but I feel like it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Source Dance was definitely the play there. He knew I had to make a sack. Yeah, he's playing exceptionally well. I feel like, yeah, I live this. I can burn him. I can knock him out. I'm going to take a huge amount of damage, though. But he actually goes Charizard X, which is something I can Hyper Voice on. He actually has knocked off the blade now, which is quite nice for me. I feel like I can Heal Bell here. He just roosts. I Heal Bell off my status. That puts me in a reasonable position now. Knowing that he switched out means that he wants to keep that thing, which is quite important. Took us out and played things out. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice this thing. I'm not that scared. I mean, he could be SD Iron Tail. Knowing that he's Fire Punch though, he likely doesn't have a move which can really, really damage me. And now that he has no Eevee, he hasn't got the best answer to this Altaria set, because I'm gonna go for a Hyper Voice here. The Blade is gonna take a decent amount. It's gonna take about 34%. So the likelihood is it dies to 2 Hyper Voices. I feel like he should have just sneaked, because if he sneaked, okay, I think Celesteelas was definitely the play there, because if he sneaked and went Koko, forced me out, that would have been I think that would have been a better sequence of plays, because I feel like what he did with the blade really wasn't bad, because obviously he assumed my Cryogonal was paralyzed good, so he wasn't gonna, so he didn't need it to pressure out the defog anymore. Seeing that, and I feel like if he just went for the attack on the blade, get the sneak off, went into Koko, forced, because I had to switch out on the Koko. He goes for the DD. I just go for Hyper Voice here. It does enough. I feel like. Would I say that's enough? I mean, he could try and set up on me, but he needs a lot of boosts to kill me. I mean, he could really try and set up on me, but I don't feel like it's going to work out for him, because he is Fire Punch. How many boosts does he need to knock me out with Fire Punch? He could be Iron Tail, but I feel like he wouldn't be if he's Fire Punch. Fire Punch, he needs to be at plus... How much is it? +6. He doesn't knock me out at +6 all of the time. I can just Hyper Voice. I can keep him low with Hyper Voice. He doesn't knock me out at +6 if I roost once, so that's fine. So I really don't take much from this. Okay. So the likelihood is if I can crit 1 Hyper Voice as well, that'd be nice. But yeah, he doesn't do much to me. What if he's Adamant? I feel like if I roost up at one point, if he gets to +5, I click Roost, 100%. Hold on, how much does +5 Adamant do? Because if he gets to +4, then I'll click Roost just to get up to full. +5 Adamant, it's about the same, 66.7. So if he gets to +4, I Roost. He actually goes into Licky Licky. He has damage on his Charizard. He has damage on his Blade. I'm really liking Thunderous. Really liking Thunderous. I might just defog on this, to be honest. I have no real other purpose for the... I have no crazy good purpose for the Cryogonal apart from defogging on this. And if he goes into the Blade, it's fine. Because I'm going to go hard Celesteelas on the Blade. Because I don't know if does Shadow Claw from the Blade knock out my Cryogonal? Because if not, then I go into the Blade. If not, then I go hard into Celesteelas. Shadow Claw does a lot. Let me just see it 252 Adamant up. Shadow Claw doesn't knock me out. Yeah, so yeah, I defog away the rocks, that's nice. I can go hard Celesteelas on this thing, even if he Source Dances, that's fine. Because I have the Flamethrower, he's a full, he doesn't live the Flamethrower, and I can live a Sneak full. Yeah, that's fine. And then he has to go Koko after this, which is okay with me. I just need to save my Z poison move for the Licky Licky. If he goes Licky Licky though, I'm definitely gonna like substitute against it. If he goes anything apart from Koko, then I can substitute up against it basically. So yeah, I knock him out. Nice. The damage on Celesteelas wasn't necessary for him really, because Celesteelas is quite frail. He has to go Koko here. If he goes anything else, I'm gonna argue he's making a bad play because I have enough speed to make a substitute. Left from that attack, which means I can substitute up on the Licky Licky, knowing that I can live one hit and then I can nasty plot up and proceed to knock him out with a Z poison move at +2. If he goes whole lucha here, I probably will switch out into my Altaria. Altaria is healthy enough to take it on, and also his seed isn't popped. He goes Tapu Koko, as expected. Definitely going to go for the momentum move here, so I'm going to throw in my Cryogonal because it doesn't. He actually goes for the Z move, so we force the Z move out of him. Nice, that's amazingly good because that means he was Twinkle Tackle. Why didn't you click it earlier against my Thunderous? Was it? So okay, we force the Twinkle Tackle out of him, which is an amazing situation for us. So I'm going to go for the Freeze Dry here. He's going to knock me out. If he doesn't knock me out here, then that's just a terrible play, in my opinion. Because there's no way. He obviously knows I'm not Scarf. If he goes for the U-turn, then obviously I can catch whatever he goes into next. So yeah, Cryogonal, that was a nice turn on my point of view. That was a really nice turn on my side. So I'm fine with sacking Cryogonal here, because if it goes into Celebi, he's low. I can go back into Salazzle. I live actually, so he's gonna have to go Licky Licky here. He actually goes Charizard. This is gonna get to it. This is not an answer to my boy. So he's second Charizard here, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Because once I get a little bit of damage on Koko, because yeah, I feel like Thunderous is just making even more of a threat now because Koko can't threaten this out. Neither can Celebi really threaten out the Thunder. I didn't realize. Okay, so he goes into this thing. He realizes his mistake. He's definitely going to try and Wish Pass to Charizard. That's his play. Wish Passing to Charizard. Like, I wouldn't make any other play at this point in time. My Charizard is taking damage. He's taking a decent amount of damage. So I might go Salazzle and just straight up click. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go Salazzle here. My play here... Actually, no. My play here wouldn't be to Wish up Charizard. That'd be a bad play. Because I might just start... You know what? I'm going to click Freeze Dry. You have to Wish up himself or Charizard. He just knocks me off as well. So he is low. He is really low. Is he in range of my Salazzle Sludge Wave? So he lets his Licky Licky get low. Is he in range of my Salazzle Sludge Wave? Because if not, I'm just gonna go into Salazzle and form a substitute. What am I doing here? Nature Calm. Is he in range of my Sludge Wave? No, I'm modest. No, I'm timid, yeah. So if I just go Salazzle and Nasty and just click Substitute, if I just go into Salazzle and form a substitute, that's fine. I could just click the Z Poison move actually, but I feel like if he protects here, I need to get my substitute up, and if not, I can just Z Poison him the next turn if he doesn't do that. So yeah, like Z Poisoning here is actually not a bad play because it pretty much nets a KO, but if he clicks Protect, then obviously I feel like the play is mitigated, and under a substitute, I can potentially rack up 2 kills. Maybe. I mean, okay, let's work this out. So, let's see. Z Sludge Wave under a Protect. Divide that by 4. That is about 11.2%. After 11.2% and leftovers, he is at 34%. He still doesn't take the... Yeah, I have to substitute here. Yeah, substitute him here is my play. He goes Charizard. I'm going to knock you out with Sludge Wave. Your Licky Licky is low. We are under a sub. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Salazzle is actually going to rack up 2 kills here, pretty much. Because if he goes Licky Licky again, I just got Nasty Plot. If he goes Koko, I Sludge Wave. Yeah. Salazzle racks up 2 kills, pretty much. So we knock out this. Yeah. If he goes Koko, I Sludge Wave again. Like, yeah. Salazzle gets 2 kills here. He has to go Koko into Horlucha to beat me. Yeah, he has to sack Koko here and go into Horlucha to kill me, at which point I sack him. At which point I sack Salazzle to get off a Z Poison move on it, just to knock it out from full. Unless I knock out Horlucha from full already. No, I don't. So he has to go Koko here, at which point I'm going to click Sludge Wave. I mean, if I click Nasty Plot, I gain absolutely nothing from that play. I have to click Sludge Wave. Here, you he should have the electric move. If he doesn't, I'll be shocked. Yeah, he just Thunderbolts me. He dies. He has to go lucha him. Thunderous actually does live. He actually has to go. He has to go lucha here. At which point I'm gonna Z Sludge Wave him, because if he doesn't Soul Stance, then he dies. That is how things go in this. That is how things go in this town. Palladio. He has downpouring here. It's fine, because even if it doesn't kill him, I'm pretty sure Thunderous can just clean up, respectively. If I can juggle around, I'm pretty sure Thunderous. Yeah, Thunderous clicks Sludge Wave twice and wins. Even if he knocks us out, Thunderous is definitely my win condition, and I can go into Altaria and pretty much net KO again. So I'm not concerned here in the slightest. Actually, no. If he, I don't go Altaria here, to be honest. I probably go Thunderous and Volta. If he goes for the sub, I'm just gonna acid downpour him. That's fine. Yeah, he's definitely gonna take a lot now from the SD. He has to SD twice. I'm not switching out on you. I think you need to get this into your head. I'm not switching out on you. You have to take a Sludge Wave if you want to get up an SD. You have to downpour 25%, which he's going to take still a lot from the Sludge Wave, 60 to 70% if he has a bit of bulk. If he is just a max spread, he has a chance to die to this Sludge Wave. So yeah, I'm not scared at this point. If he SDs, he has to take a Sludge Wave. He cannot SD twice, which means that he cannot clean up this game. Because Thunderous, I'm pretty sure, lives the +2 high jump. I think I've seen that. He has the Sludge Wave here. Do we knock him out Sludge Wave? Ooh, close. Okay. I'm pretty sure we live the high jump kick. If he misses the... Oh my god, he has the Rock Slide. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's great prep on his end, definitely. I'm pretty sure we live the Acrobatics. I mean, if we live the Acrobatics, we roost up on that. Yeah, okay, so... It's at least a 1-0 loss, if it's a loss. He goes Celebi here. I just go Tangrowth, knowing for a fact that he cannot do a crazy amount against me. This might be able to just conclude the game, the Celebi, depending on its set. Yeah, okay, the Rock Slide threw me off, yeah, definitely. I think that's GG actually on my end. I'm not sure. I think missing out on the Z move was really annoying. I didn't expect Rock Slide on the set though. Yeah, good, really good prep on him. I cannot be mad at this loss, to be honest, if it is one. No, I can't be at all. I think we just knock off here. Like, he could just go, like, if he goes Licky Licky, I can roost up with Altaria. You can't go Licky Licky once. He has to just start. Okay, he gets a Rocks. Yeah, you know what? I think he secures himself the win with the Rocks. Yeah, okay, definitely. Alright, yeah. GG, Alice, is your name? Do you have the Synthesis? I'd imagine you do have the Synthesis. He does crit me with the Psychic, so yeah, okay, nice, we do kill him. I think Licky Licky can just storm me out though. Like, I don't think there's... I feel like this is going to be quite long, but I feel like there is only one intention. Unless I, like, super triple crit him, we do live, and we do live another one, so he has to wish up here. Like, I'm going to constantly be clicking Giga Drain. This is just going to be a stall thing, which he is inevitably going to win, because he has recovery and I don't. Like, I do live another knockoff. I could regenerate a up here to evade the crit, but there isn't a huge amount here that I can do. I mean, I might just sack my Altaria to start regenerating up. So, yeah, I might do that. It's my only chance to win, so I might as well, you know? You know what I mean? He actually reveals Hidden Power. He has Hidden Power... What Hidden Power would that be? I'm not sure. But that's very interesting play on his end, because he takes 19% from a... He has to wish here. I'm very glad that we were able to switch out here. It depends on how much the hidden power does. What hidden power would that be against my team? I'm assuming it's a super effective hidden power. Judging by the fact he clicked that against me. Let me just even look at my own draft. Is that hidden power ground? What would he have clicked against the Celesteelas? I don't know what hidden power that would be. Something to hit Sharpedo, maybe? It does enough. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's not deserved from my end. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Man, not deserved. I feel like he should have wished earlier. If he wished and didn't hidden power there, okay, if he wished here, right, if he wished, is this going to be viewed on my screen? Okay, if he wished turn 49, I think he won the game. Like, yeah. Okay, yeah. GG, man. Very, very good game. I tell you what, these games are fucking spicy. Now, I'm kind of confused here. Whomst do I put on the... You know, whomst do I put on the thumbnail? I think I'm going to put Tangrowth on the thumbnail, because Tangrowth is the god of all Pokemon. Tangrowth or Lucha, yeah. GG, man. That was a very, very... That was down to the wire, dude. Down to the fucking wire. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so we are 4-1. Nice. Yeah, this is good. This is a good season. This is a good run. Anyway, so yeah, Dogs of Athletics are 4-1. We have momentum, my dudes. We have a lot of momentum. I'm not sure if we are top of our division with that 4-1 win. Let me check. I mean, I think I'm currently competing with Wilder because I was top of my division, and then Wilder 6-0 Dawson with Superior turn 1. So, I'm not sure anymore. Where's the overall standings? Okay, that's the McGear ones. We're in Minior. We are 4th. Yeah, okay. We are top of our division, I believe. We are going to be top of our division. Competing with Wilder, though, we are 4-1 plus 6, and Wilder is probably... Wilder might cop a W. But yeah, look. There is a lot of competition in my division for top slot. Like, it's going to be intense, but I feel like if we can keep playing really well, like, I think I choked a lot with that sludge with the Z sludge wave. So yeah. But anyway, GG, Alessio. Good game. Who do we play next week? No, let's just get this sorted. Who do we play next week? Which is week 6, actually. So we can make potential FAs, I think, after next week. So we play Wilder again. So yeah, we play Wilder again. So next week is my chance to actually seize the top of the division. So I'm definitely going to prep hard against him. But yeah, anyway, GG guys. This has been your boy Lax Attacks. And I hope you have an extremely lax day. Bye-bye now.